Learn English by reading English books. Tiny changes, remarkable results. Atomic Habits, James Clear. So I became painfully aware of how far I had to go when I returned to the baseball field 1 year later. Baseball had always been a major part of my life. My dad had played minor leagues baseball for the St. Louis Cardinal, and I had a dream of playing professional too. After months of rehabilitation, rehabilitations, what I want to more than anything was to get back on the field. But my return to baseball was not smooth. When the season rolled around, I was the only junior to be cut off from the varsity baseball team. I was sent down to play with the sophomores on the junior varsity. I had been playing since age 4, and for someone who had spent so much time and effort on the sports, getting cut was humiliating. I vividly remember the day it happened. I sat in my car and cried as flipped through the radio, desperately searching for a song that would make me feel better. After a year of self doubt, I managed to make the varsity team as a senior, but I rarely made it on the field. In total, I played 11 innings of high school varsity baseball, barely more than a single game. Despite my lackluster high school career, I still believed I could become a great player, and I know that if things were going to be improved, I was one responsible for making it happen. The turning point came 2 years after my injury when I began college at Danshan University. It was a new beginning, and it was the place where I would discover the surprising power of small habits for the first time. How I learn about habits. Attempting Denison was one of the best decisions of my life. I earned a spot on the baseball team, and although I was at the bottom of the roster as a freshman, I was thrilled. Despite the chores of my high school years, I had managed to become a college athlete. I was not going to be starting on the baseball team anytime soon, so I focused on getting my life in order. While my peers stayed up late and played video games, I built a good sleep habit and went to the bed early each night. In the messy world of a college drone, I made a point to keep my room and neat and tidy. These improvements were minor, but they gave me a sense of control over my lifetime. I started to feel confident again, and this governing belief in my life repelled into the classroom as I improved my study habit and managed to earn straight A's during my first year. A habit is a routine or behavior that is performed regularly, and in my many cases automatically. As each semester passed, I accumulated small but consistent habits that ultimately led to results that were unimaginable to me when I started. For example, for the first time in my life, I made it a habit to lift weights multiple times per week. And in the years that followed, my 6 foot 4 inches frame blocked up from a featherweight 170 to a lean 200 pounds. When my sophomore season arrived, I earned a starting role on the pitching staff. By my junior year, I was voted team captain, and at the end of the season, I was selected for all the conference team. But it was not until my senior season that my sleep habits, study habits, and strengthening training habit really began to pay off. 6 years after I had been hit in the face with the baseball bat, flown to the hospital and placed into a coma, I was selected as a top male athlete at the Denison University and named to the ESPN Academy All American team, an honor given to just 33 players across the country. By the time I graduated, I was listed in the school recorded books in 8 different categories. That same year, I was awarded the university highest academic honor, the Presidential Medal. I hope you will forgive me if this sounds boastful. To be honest, there was nothing legendary or historic about my athletic career. I never end up playing professionally. However, looking back on those years, I believe I accomplished something just as rare. I fulfill my potential, and I believe the concept in this book can help you fulfill your potential as well. We all face the challenges in life. The injuries was one of mine, and the experiences taught me a critical lesson. Changes that seem small and unimportant at first will compound into remarkable result. If you are willing to stick with them for years, we all deal with a step back, but in the long term, the quality of our lives often depends on the quality of our habits. With the same habits, you will end up with the same result. But with better habit, anything is possible. Maybe there are people who can achieve the incredible success overnight. I don't know any of them, and I am certainly not one of them. There was not one definite moment on my journey from medical induced coma to academic all American. There were many. It was a gradual evolution, a long series of small wins and tiny breakthroughs. The only way I made progress, the only choice I had was to start small. And I employed this same strategy a few years later when I started my own business and began working on this book. Thank you very much.